First off, the facility is big, really big. Tunney here with Miller-Nicholson's Honda of Seattle, Toyota of Seattle, and Scion of Seattle, showing you firsthand what a career in sales looks like with the Miller-Nicholson family right here in the Soto district of downtown Seattle. Here's our sales office where everyone has a chance to talk and reach out to their customers. One of the great things about working for Miller-Nicholson is the transparent business model. As a sales consultant, it's a game changer, and it makes your life so much easier because all you focus on is making your guest happy. Really, that's all that matters. You don't try and craft some kind of scenario or anything like that like you would at a conventional dealership. You just share with them whatever information it is that they're interested in knowing about. And so, for example, you'll see a lot of cars. This is called a Monroney sticker, named after the senator who thought it was a good idea to standardize these things. And so the Monroney sticker shows us the MSRP, or the manufacturer's suggested retail price. What a lot of dealerships will do, Honda's in particular, you'll notice what's called a second sticker. And that's all the odds and ends that they put onto the car so that not only is it not just the MSRP, it's actually significantly more than the MSRP. And so us being a one price store as part of our transparent business model, we always show what our actual transactional price is as opposed to having to go back and forth or anything like that. In fact, there's no negotiating at all. So if I take a look at a car like this is a Toyota Prius, which is obviously one of the hottest cars sold in the United States. It's $21,355. That would be the MSRP. I walk up here, and here's what our customers are most concerned with. What is that transactional price? So it's $21,335. There's a dealer discount of $1,401, and then added to that is a rebate of $750. So what's the one price? The one price is $19,184. From there, you have a $150 dock fee. You have license plates, which are roughly $200, and then 9.8% sales tax. And that's it. You're done. You just bought a car. No manager to go back and forth to. Nobody behind the curtain who's keeping some kind of secret information captive. You just sold a car. It's that easy. Everything's nice and dry, predominantly indoors here in the entire facility with acres and acres of selection that nobody else can compete with. This is a really awesome opportunity, especially for somebody who doesn't like a lot of hard-fought negotiating and just wants to make their valuable guests extremely happy with the product. It's also incredibly technologically sophisticated. For example, when you pull into the service drive, your car is actually greeted by a field of laser beams that tells you how in or out of alignment your car is and how in and out of even spec your tire wear is, so that within 45 seconds of pulling into the facility, you already know if there's any trouble ahead for the car that you're driving. From there, the doors open so fast you're going to think you're in an episode of Star Trek. There's an actual road inside of the building that the car pulls into, and then our service facility is probably the most insane service facility you've ever seen in your entire life. This is 9th Avenue, the central hub of the dealership, and where all the action is, and where everything really begins in the service department. If you look over my right shoulder here, we're just on the Honda half of the deal, and there's about 40 stalls for cars to be worked on at the same time, and that's only part of the story. On the other half of the property, there's another 40 or so stalls for the Toyota mechanics, and then in between, a huge parts department. And what's the part I cherish most? That I'm representing the greatest brands in the world right here in the greatest city. Can't do much better than that.